Tobuscus.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time.
Look at me, mother! I'm a bird! I'm a bird, mother! I'm a bird! Look at me, mother! I'm a bird!
Shit. Fuck. Tobuscus is a YouTuber that existed, I think, maybe? I don't know, probably. Alright folks, welcome back to my nostalgic retrospective sub-series. This is where I focus on the basic history of a creator, but mainly focus on my personal connection as well. Now previously I did one of these on The Annoying Orange, but as The Annoying Orange blew up in the early 2010s, Danebo would always ask, oh hey, what YouTuber would you want to see on the show? And trust me, if you were a popular YouTuber that made shitty content that doesn't hold up in the early 2010s, then face it, you were on Annoying Orange. Like, if you take a look at the Wikipedia list for guest voices, there's like over 100 of them. Hell, Tobuscus had 9 roles on the show. Now, I already made an entirely separate video about my formal obsession with the Annoying Orange, but I'd always want to see who the guest voice actor was to see if their content was any good, and sometimes I did enjoy it besides their one performance. Like, some of my most watched channels back in the day were Tobuscus, Zach Scott, and Epic Rap Battles.
Systems rigged, and we all know the rigor of the last 8 years. This country's been run by.
I was all introduced to from the Annoying Orange. Of course, I wouldn't always like it no matter what. Like, for example, Shane Dawson was in one of my favorite episodes when I was a kid, but I was smart enough to know that his content was bad. A statement I still hold today. So I started watching Tobuscus in 2012, and believe it or not, he had not one, but 3 channels, which kind of created this entire god level of empire of content, and that was kind of a novelty back in the day. It might be common now, but having a massive empire of channels was kind of a fucking big deal. Prior to his success, he just made terrible comedy videos, most notably Candy Planet. Candy Planet was a series that was only 2 parts long, and I guess he wanted to be a staple from his channel. Hell, he even said the N-word in the first episode.
What? Son, you know how most kids have moms?
Yeah?
There's no easy way to put this, but son, you're black.
I think what your other dad is trying to say is, you're adopted.
Nigga, please.
And this is really the only piece of his really old content I'm nostalgic for because it stood out to me because it was animated, and I'd always wanted to see where a creator started if I got way back into them. Like, for example, this was like 2014 maybe. I always wanted to see what the first popular MMOs video was, and if you're wondering, it's just some RuneScape gameplays. Except because he uploaded like twice a fucking day, I couldn't see what the first video was. And keep in mind, this was before the sort by oldest thing was an option on YouTube, so unlike Danebo's pre-Annoying Orange content, I haven't actually seen most of this prior to making this video.
Woo! It's Great Lightsaber Day! Yeah!
Within his early years of videos, he just continued to make unfunny sketch videos. Towards the 2010s, he began to start making his music channel era of content. One of these series was his literal trailer series, which consisted of him announcing what is being shown in the trailer to the tone of the music being played.
Beaches, Corona commercial set, close up mini waterfall, ready the tractor totally set. Never mind, let's go look for.
And I guess this was widely successful because the most recent one he did was in 2018 when Infinity War was coming out. Yep, believe it or not, boys, this is the shit we used to watch back in the day. And I think this concept for a video series is pretty fucking terrible overall. Like, let's take a look at his Creed Brotherhood video, which in an attempt for relevancy, he fulfills the basic process of the literal trailer's format, but with the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood trailer. Yeah, you know, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the game from 2010. Like, when's the last time you've seen a trailer for that, unless you intentionally looked it up? And I guess that I thought the point of it was to make fun of it. Now, I guess that's not strictly true. I'm sure he shits on plenty of the things he actually likes. But a better example of why this is conceptually terrible is his Twilight Eclipse trailer parody from 2010. So this is parodying a trailer that makes fun of a film from a decade ago. So to get the joke, you have to be entirely aware of the context in which it's parodying, requiring you to see the original trailer. But if you don't like Twilight, why would you watch the trailer? And if you do like Twilight, why would you want to watch a video shitting all over it? This is also kind of present in his Cute Win Fail series that you also may remember. remember, which is similar, but it's just shitting on random viral clips from 2010. So unless you've seen some random fucking viral video clip from 2010, the show, not very good. Or interesting. In fact, this is one of the major points why I think he fell from grace besides just obvious factors. He didn't really evolve with the rest of the internet. Now, the YouTube in 2010 was kind of a fucking weird place.
Yeah, I put some cheese on it. Then I covered it with...
Covered it with what?
I covered it with cat treats.
Yeah?
Then guess what?
What?
I gave it to the cat.
Set free to some hobbits. Dakota's now legal in 31 states. From the
Wow, hot damn, that aged like fine wine. And if you know what I'm talking about, yes, we're gonna get to that. And as more and more actual quality creators began showing up and being successful with it, he just wasn't able to remain in the spotlight because, you know, there are people rising up from the ranks that were actually worth a fucking shit. But in my opinion, the worst series he ever made that I guess was actually successful was Hot Symphony. Oh my god, it's hilarious. He's saying hot in the tone of a pre-existing film soundtrack piece while displaying cleavage relating to the original property while shifting at a fast pace. Oh my god, this is hilarious. But anyway, let's jump to 2011, which I guess in terms of views and subscribers, I guess was a really good year for his content. This is when he started taking his gaming content more seriously. Like I said, it might be common now to have a normal and Let's Play channel, but these were pretty much as popular as his main. And obviously there are tons of videos that are no longer publicly available. Like the oldest public video on his channel is part 6 of his Halo Reach Let's Play, and Tobuscus was also one of the people that heavily popularized once popular topics such as Minecraft Let's Plays, comedy/parody videos, and Happy Wheels Let's Plays. But also in 2011, he started his Tobuscus Animated Adventure series, which I think is actually a very correct use of his talent.
Come on over to this side of the street.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Make sure to look both ways.
No.
Oh God!
He's got charisma, he's got talent, he's got comedic energy, and I think when he's actually interacting with other people, especially a voice of reason, being Gabe Buscus.
Dude, it's Gabe Uscus. Does that have to be my username?
Yeah! What's wrong with Gabe Buscus?
Gabe Uscus.
Yeah! Gabe Buscus!
Gabe Uscus. There's a pause.
Dude, you know I don't have time for pauses. My brain goes too fast for that.
I think this is a right use of his talent. Like, I could actually see him being good on like a well-written SNL skit or an ensemble sitcom, of course, with the right material. And despite the fact that big problem with his videos is that the material isn't very good, and most of the time he's just sitting in front of a computer.
Ha tra-la-la, tra-la-la. Oh, what kind of a...
He's just talking to himself. There's really nothing to say. And I do think that the Tobuscus Animated Adventure series really could have evolved into something special, but eventually just turned into product placement. I remember when he launched his Plants vs. Zombies episode, which I remember being severely disappointed in because of how many other PvZ mashup parody videos there were at the time. But one thing involved with the series was a very obscure part of his history I rarely hear anyone talk about. The Tobuscus fucking video game. Yes, that's right. Tobuscus got a game. Pretty much toward the end of his relevancy, at least for me, in late 2015. Tobuscus Adventures Wizards? Wow, that's a shitty title. So interestingly, this actually started as an Indiegogo campaign, which is kind of weird because it kind of looks like something that a studio came up to him and was like, hey, we have some wizard game in development. You want to make a Tobuscus so we can make more fucking money? And then he was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. The game actually features cutscenes in the style of the Tobuscus Animated Adventure series. And I do think this is kind of a largely missed opportunity. Like, why not do something like the South Park games where they actually build an RPG combat system around the show's art style? This game looks literally nothing like anyone that knows what the fuck a Tobuscus is would actually play. Hell, actually, it even got a Steam re-release in 2020. Wizards, Wand of Efficacy, for $20 fucking. And if you just wanted to see the game for the story, they just eventually just slapped all the cutscenes on YouTube. Another obscure thing from his history that no one ever seems to talk about is his podcast that I used to listen through iTunes, Toby Sucks at Podcasts, which is a really good title because it sucks. Actually, one more final obscure thing I never really hear anyone talk about is this inclusion in the Tube Heroes toy line. Now, this was a failed toy line of popular 2014 Minecraft Let's Players, including the ones displayed here. So if you watched any of these people back in the day, you probably knew these existed or forgot about them because they were heavily advertised within their original channels. And there are also various stop-motion animations using the characters, which were posted on an official Tube Heroes channel, and some of which were actually re-uploaded onto the actual YouTuber's channel. Anyway, let's get back on track. 2011 is when he mainly started his animated music video category, and if you hear the word Tobuscus, you think about these, giving us so many classics like Nugget in a Biscuit.
Biscuit, nugget in a biscuit. This guy is fucking stupid!
Wow, oh my god, this song is comedy gold. They're just repeating the same phrase over and over again. This is hilarious. Hell, it even got a sequel 6 fucking years later. Yes, this is real, by the way.
It's into biscuits, nuggets, biscuits. This guy is fucking stupid!
Yeah, actually, in 2017, like an hour after it went public, I actually remember this popping up in my recommendations. I was like, wait, what the hell? So if we follow the pattern, theoretically, we should get Nugget in a Biscuit 3 in 2023. So don't be surprised when that comes out, because when that comes out, it's gonna be lit. Honestly, this sequel sucks. It uses the exact same instrumental, and the addition of making all the words plurals just gives it a really bad flow. And I always kind of saw Nugget in a Biscuit as the kid version of transphobic techno by your favorite Martian.
Who's got a penis? Bitch got a penis.
Again, they're repeating the same phrase with minimal no alteration whatsoever.
G-Spot, you claim rhyming chose you, yet you have only one song which has only one rhyme, which is actually just the same word repeated. Are you at least trying to write another song?
I could ask you the same question. Are you trying to write a hit song?
I'm a reporter.
But like I said, if you're a popular YouTuber in the early 2010s, then you were on Annoying Orange. Like, guys, remember, fucking... Shay Carl?
That fucking faggot!
That's right, he was on Annoying Orange. He played Cabbage, the most epicest character of all time. My first introduction to Tobuscus was his role as Spike the Durian, which was in a video uploaded in May of 2012, which actually makes sense from memory. But also, keep in mind that around this time, people from the internet started to appear on TV, including Tobuscus. Oh hey, flip on the TV. Oh hey, look, shit, it's his character, Nerval, on the Annoying Orange TV show, which I talked about.
Confidentially, I'm just flipping switches and pretending I know what I'm doing.
Oh, so no maypole dancing then?
No. Can we make it to Donkey Island?
I don't think so. I think we have to save that weird adventure for another episode. Better to turn around now.
Roger that. Turning around.
Oh, he had a role in the movie, Smiley. Yeah, remember that? That was epic.
Hey, Steve Bargain here with new Hot Pockets limited edition chili sauce cheese dog and barbecue recipe bacon burger. The new easy way to bring that.
Oh shit, Tobuscus is on a Hot Pockets commercial? Hot Pockets are epic. I stuck my dick in one of those and now I can't get an erection. Oh look, in Cartoon Network he made random commercial interludes with his dog Griffin.
Hey, what's the opposite of regular show?
The opposite? I give up. What?
I don't know, I asked you.
I thought you were gonna make a joke or something.
Your parents made a joke.
Oh guys, in the Plants vs. Zombies Annoying Orange crossover, he strips down in his underwear and kills all the zombies.
Wait! Whoa! Look at him go!
Yeah! This is turning into a real thriller night!
Shit, guys, in the Annoying Orange Chocolate Harlem Shake, there's fucking Tobuscus stripping down his underwear again. Oh wait, they just reused the exact same green screen asset. Actually, I think half the shit is reused. Like, those are the basic positions for Copper Abraham Lincoln and Grandpa Lemon, and I know that's ripped from the Gangnam Style parody. This is just kind of fucking lazy. Also, what the hell are up with the proportions? Like, why is Grapefruit bigger than Tobuscus and Slender Man? But since I discovered the channels a few months apart, that pretty much ended my 4-year obsession with the both of them around the same time. But within the summer 2015 period that I stopped watching Tobuscus and the 2016 period in which he was kind of relevant again. I just kind of forgot who he was. At least in my perspective, a majority of the audience grew up from what I've established throughout the video. But I think these are the main reasons why he initially fell from grace. But first of all, not being a confident creator, not evolving with the internet, his audience maturing, and the biggest factor, which makes the video no longer just shits and giggles.
Which one's the hotter one?
Whoa, you're so nice.
Phone's gonna fall out. It's fine. I didn't look. It's fine. It's fine. Don't look. It's fine. It's fine. Good God. Hot dance. Hot dance. Dance. Hot dance. Move my hands. Hot it on. Still hot it on. Still hot it on.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can I wear that?
Yes. Could I get,
Coffee?
free
Hot or iced?
iced. Hot. He wants it iced. It's sure pretty hot. Blowing it again real quick. Hot. Hot's good. A little bit more. Keep blowing on them, Wanda. If you want to be in the next Hot Symphony, send your hot photos to hotsymphony@tobyturner.com.
Been off shelf. Okay, yeah. Is there any more of these? Is there any more back here? There's no way. Hey, there is more. What? How is this possible? This is supposed to be discontinued. It's supposed to be discontinued from all the allegations that were made. This is crazy.
So let's head back to the Tube Heroes line I brought up earlier within the video. So since the product was widely distributed in stores, his ex-girlfriend April Fletcher made a detailed Tumblr post about her abusive ex-boyfriend had a toy that was being widely distributed in stores and sold to children. And eventually she revealed that it was Toby Turner himself. But she claims that they dated previously, but the relationship was never present publicly on YouTube. But within this time, she claims that he excessively cheated, was addicted to hard drugs, admitted to drugging a drink, and was abused excessively, which led to further similar allegations from people that had previous history, which all spoke out against him. And keep in mind, for the moment, they're just allegations. It's entirely possible that these allegations were written around, but the public knew about him. His persona is that he's a hyper ADHD maniac. That's why people loved him so much. Many points in the description within the original Tumblr post kind of does depict an R-rated sociopathic version of his normal self present within his brand of comedy. And keep in mind, despite the fall of his career, it's not like these allegations are ongoing. He doesn't get canceled every few months like Shane Dawson or anybody like that. But okay, like